So this is a continuation of my school years, grade school years. In high school, like I said, wasn't bullied, had lots of friends that would be willing to help me. A's and B's, stuff like that. Pretty normal childhood after I started the physical therapy, really. So when I was 13, we moved into this house where I was able to live, try to better independence for myself, and I learned how to use the bathroom and shower and all that stuff by myself when we moved into that house. Just to recap, so high school wasn't all that different for me, but I did, when I was getting close to graduation, I went to, I had a EC class that would, I could go and do my homework in that class, so I wouldn't have much to do at home with my parents helping me and all that stuff, and I couldn't write, so I had a class where I would go during the third period and do my homework or whatever I had to do during that class period. So I went to those teachers and I was like, look, I want to be able to walk across the stage and graduate with my diploma like everybody else. So I approached them with that question and we made it possible. So when the day came when I graduated, they made it possible to where we, the night before we had rehearsal and all that, nice stuff that you have to do to graduate. And, so rehearsal, I knew I had to get in line and all that, and walk across the stage and all, how that was going to lay out and stuff like that. And so the morning came when we were going to graduate, and I had brought my walker and all that, and so I had no idea how that was going to happen. I let them work out the details and all that. So I showed up that morning to graduate, and I got in line like we practiced the day before and all that jazz. And when my name was called, I was on stage in my walker waiting to call my name. And so they called my name, and the principal was standing there, and my teachers, and everything else, and walked across the stage in my walker, and everybody got up, gave me a standing ovation, and cried, and all that. Really big deal, because they had known what it took for a disabled person to be able to live out, dreams like that. So I walked across the stage when my name was called, and they took a ribbon and wrapped it around in the crease of the diploma and put it around my neck so I wouldn't have to let go of my walker and stuff like that, and they just gave me a hug instead of shaking hands like they usually do. And they put the ribbon around my neck with my diploma, and I walked off the stage with the standing ovation that everybody was giving me in that building. So I thought that was a pretty big milestone in my life. So, after that, summer was just a normal summer pool, working and stuff like that. I wasn't working at that time, but it wasn't a couple years after I got a job while I was in college, doing my college classes and stuff like that. So, yeah, so that was my majority of my high school years and graduation and all that. So I will continue my college experience in another video. Thank you.